This is Module 4 on Information Inquiry and Information Literacy Process Models. Generally, let's talk about what is of particular importance to teachers and students in the 21st century. In the 21st century, we have moved from literacy, meaning just the ability to read and write, to multiple literacies, which include media literacy, information literacy, and digital information fluency. In the 21st century, learning requires a high level of literacy in order to implement an inquiry approach to learning, and personal habits supporting positive learning experiences in the digital age, and this includes ethical uses of information and ideas. So information literacy emphasized in this class is considered one of the many kinds of literacy because literacy and technology have merged in the 21st century, because information comes to us now in a variety of media formats, and print is not always the first media resource we use in order to locate information. Students in the 21st century must be able to adapt to the new kinds of communication technologies that require reading, writing, speaking, listening, and viewing for understanding. Media specialists and teachers must collaborate now is more important than ever before in order to integrate 21st century learning and thinking skills into a 21st century curriculum. So our Media Center Guidelines Empowering Learners for the 21st Century emphasizes this notion of merged literacies and the importance of information literacy and digital information fluency. According to Empowering Learners, the media program promotes collaboration among members of the learning community and encourages learners to be independent, lifelong users and producers of information and ideas, and promotes reading as a foundational skill for learning, personal growth, and enjoyment. The Media Center provides instruction that addresses multiple literacies, including information literacy, media literacy, visual literacy, and technology literacy, and models an inquiry-based approach to learning and the information search process. And the Media Center program is guided by regular assessment of student learning to ensure the program is meeting its goals. So these are the standards for the Library Media Center related to the inquiry model, information literacy, and information fluency. Now, we have discussed the importance of collaboration in the inquiry model. When we are implementing an inquiry-based curriculum, it requires curriculum integration on one hand and collaboration on the other hand. Curriculum integration begins with a general student outcome. Typically, this is in the form of a culminating inquiry-based project or presentation. And to complete this project, specific content knowledge, academic skills, and information skills are all required. So this really demands that media specialists, reading specialists, and content area specialists in the school collaborate. Media specialists and teachers collaborate to provide students with resources and expertise. And the teacher is typically the subject expert, teaches the content information, academic skills, and provides general guidance. And the media specialist provides access to resources and instruction in information skills and general guidance. And we're going to be discussing the different levels of collaboration that the media specialists and the teachers engage in these types of projects. And these levels go from 1 to 4, and really level 4 is the highest level of collaboration, where it's almost you don't see a difference between what the teacher is doing and what the media specialist is doing. So level 1 collaboration, probably many of you see this in your building all the time. The media specialist acts as a resource consultant and provides bibliographic instruction. And so the media specialist typically will have a discussion with the teacher regarding information needed for the project. They locate resource, and they typically teach library skills in isolation. which may or may not have any relationship to the project or the content of the class. Level 2 is an instructional consultation role with embedded bibliographic instruction, and many of you may also see this ongoing in your school building. This type of collaboration involves discussion with a teacher regarding the nature and the scope of the inquiry-based project. The media specialist helps students locate project-specific resources and provides specific inquiry skills needed for the project. And so library skills instruction is part and parcel of the requirements for the project. Level 3, instructional cooperation and embedded information skills and the use of an information literacy model is also a level of collaboration that some of you might observe in your school building and or be involved with. This is where the teacher and the media specialist cooperatively plan projects which involve library-related instruction as well as content inquiry-based models. So the content and the information skills are co-taught by both the teacher and the media specialist, either in the library or in the classroom. And this is where the Media Center becomes a learning space for a variety of educational activities. And typically their information literacy outcomes are embedded in the unit outcomes. They're not a separate skill. They're embedded in the outcomes that students are expected to learn and be able to do. Level 4, instructional collaboration, involves information inquiry and an information literacy or research model. And this is where media specialists co-plan, co-teach, and co-evaluate an inquiry-based unit. And so this involves a high level of trust and a high level of collaboration between the teacher and the media specialist, but creates a highly effective learning community. And so specifically, when we're talking about information inquiry models, what are we talking about? We're talking about research process models that are embedded in an information inquiry curriculum. They are instructional models for guiding students through the inquiry process. Typically, the inquiry learning model is based on the constructivist learning model, where students are actively engaged in collaborative learning and creating new knowledge. And teaching methods are learner-centered and include differentiation, providing different levels of learning activities for different ability levels, small group cooperative learning models, collaborative learning models, and problem or project-based learning models. Embedded in the inquiry curriculum model is an information literacy or research model. So you have the information inquiry model as the big picture of how students are going to approach their learning task and what kind of learning environment is provided for the student. And then embedded within that is an information literacy or a research model, which guides students through the process of gathering information, synthesizing it, and then how to present the information. And guidance in when you're adopting an inquiry approach to the curriculum, it's very important that a school or a district adopts one information literacy or research model and integrates that into the information inquiry curriculum at all grade levels. So you have an inquiry approach, and then you have an information literacy model that you use at all grade levels, so that students are familiar with that model and use that model continuously as they move through the school. So an outline of the guided inquiry curriculum model is provided by Carol Kutel, Maniotes, and Caspare in their book Guided Inquiry. And this model presents a comprehensive school-wide inquiry curriculum model, which is designed for a collaborative team to use when guiding students through an inquiry curriculum process. And this process involves building background knowledge and skills, helping students to ask questions and formulate questions, identify resources, locate and gather quality information, helping students to effectively use information and create products, share, and apply their findings, and then at the end reflect on the process. So embedded in this curriculum model is an information literacy or research process model. And this is explained by a book by Champlin, Miller, and Lorcher, which is included in our reference at the end of this module.